I haven't had a video for quite a while. Been quite busy. I don't know what happened to this bearing. I just took the collar off. So this is on the main drive. Comes over, there's this double U-joint cauldron thing. So I drove it back on the PTO shaft. Looks like 540 PTO shaft. I drove it back as far as I could, and then I still ended up having to take the gearbox. There's 4 bolts. You got to crawl up underneath, pop them off. It's basically just a replica of this. Because to change from 540 to 1000, you just 90 the gearbox and flip, roll, and 90 the gearbox. And this is 540, but you could put it on 1000 by just rotating that. Anyways, this bearing, for whatever reason, started to go. So I've dropped the drive chains. And I just slipped this one on and off to hold the shaft while I roll the shaft around to get at the collar and stuff. And then I put it back on because they got an eccentric on them. So it's like an oval on a round shaft. So you got to overcome the eccentric, if that makes sense. And then I just popped this bearing housing apart. This we wouldn't have had to do. I disconnected the hydraulic clutch, but I don't think I'd actually have to undo the hydraulic clutch. I think I just got ahead of myself, so just loosely put that back on. So anyways, you got to take the sensor off, pull the adjuster. That's the adjuster for the pump. And then up there I just pulled the main one, slipped the drive chains. I never even broke. I just pulled them off, threw them on the ground. They got rid of the little drive chain here on the older balers. There's a little drive chain here that runs over and drives the pump. So they moved the reservoir in here, and it was out on the other side on the other baler. So anyways, rather than somebody get frustrated like I have, not knowing how to do this, this is how you do it, is you undo the coupling here. It's got a bolt and a square plug type bolt on the back. There it is. Holds it in place on this keyway. Move this. You have to take this off. As soon as you take this off, this all just basically slides. You have to drive a chisel in there just to spread that. That's typical. And then the bearing is right here. So you don't have to dismantle the whole baler, but it is quite a bit. So anyways, I don't know why this bearing piled up like this, but it's a good thing I caught it when I did. So anyways, got to finish taking this apart.